Hey guys, what's going on? Going to do my weekly update for Jeff Bishop Bullseye trades. So it was kind of a bad trade this week. It didn't really trigger for me, so I didn't take the trade, but I wanted to walk through what happened. So really to make sure that I'm showing every trade. So one thing that has been working for me recently, however, has been Jason Bond's lightning alert. So co-founder of Raging Bull alongside Jeff Bishop. Jason's trading style is quite different. He focuses on small cap stocks. And so I've been following the service for a little bit now and started doing their swing trades and had some decent success this last week. So it's the cool thing about having multiple services. If one isn't performing so well, which Bullseye Trades really isn't recently, but it was for long stretches of 2022, then I just switched to what is working. And what is working at the moment is these small cap stocks of Jason Bond. So I'll leave a link in the article in the description below to go and check out this article. I've tried and put in every trade that I take in here. It's going to be tough keeping up because there's so many. But the trade that I did this week was TMPO, and it was awesome. It worked in 2 days. So it's pretty cool. It went from 175 to 288 really quickly. So 65% gain within a day or so. So that was really cool. That's a trade I did this week. So it's just kind of to show that, like, if one service isn't particularly performing well, maybe that particular style of trading is struggling at the moment, and you might find one that, like, changing to small cap stocks or even just changing strategies a little bit to find something that is working in the current market conditions might be worth doing. So anyway, let's get on with the Bullseye trades for this week. So I think we started on Tuesday this week. It's Martin Luther King Day on Monday. So we started on January 17th, the Tuesday, and it looks like ENPH was picked by Jeff. And he seemed a little uncertain again, and that's something that I've found. So is usually a red flag for being careful about entering. So ENPH might be a tricky one this week, as I'm betting on a reversal soon. Reversals are very hard to spot exactly when they'll happen. True. Hard to spot a bottom, right? My plan is to get started with a half-size position and then add to it. The solar sector has been very hot lately, and ENPH is one of the hedge fund darlings of the industry. As I've been predicting for a while now, ENPH did have a serious pullback, but I think this is over and funds will return to buying it again at these discounted levels. I'm already seeing a small reversal happening. If I'm wrong, I'll stop out under 230. And so as usual, you have the highlighted trade details right here. So he looked at the February 3rd 260 calls near $6, and the close below 230 is the stop, and target 1 is 260. Sorry, 230 is the stop. Okay, so what happened? How did we play it? How did Jeff play this? Let's have a look and see. So first of all, let's look at the stock chart, and then we'll look at the actual options as well. So the stock chart was fairly unimpressive for the week. I'll just zoom in so you guys can see this. Thinkorswim's always hard to display properly. The prices always appear really small on the right here, so I can try and talk you guys through what happened. So this was the Tuesday open over here. We can just look at this date to start with. And so you can see that right out the gates we had a massive move up, which is awesome. And the people that I saw making money from this trade were the chasers for once. So I always advocate waiting until the end of the day on Monday or early Tuesday to enter. So I don't chase these things, so I do occasionally miss a potential move on this, and in this case I did miss it. I think most people did. I know Jeff didn't enter, because what happened is these contracts opened up much higher than they should have, than hoped for, and didn't give a potential entry for most people unless you chased. And we can look at the exact contract prices in a minute. So let's go back here. Anyway, let's look at the overall picture. So if you didn't get that move, you were kind of screwed this week, because these were calls, so you'd have won on this thing. If you'd gotten in here and sold at the open, then you'd have probably done all right as well. But apart from that, you were going to take a loss on this thing. So definitely a difficult week. And it's actually pretty unusual to see the people that chase make money this quickly. And there was a few people in the Facebook group that I run. I'll leave a link in the description below. Let's go and check it out right now, though. Where they took a trade really quickly on this. So if I can find this post, let's have a quick look. So let's do Bullseye. So yeah, come and join the Facebook group if you're not in it and you want to learn more about the it's not what I'm looking for. And you want to learn more about Bullseye trades or just talk about it. It's like informally the chat room for this, right? There's a lot of people, hundreds of people I think, that are in Bullseye Trades that are on this Facebook group. And thanks to Samora for posting this. So Kevin got in with the put credit spread. Did anyone take this? It was a massive winner in less than 2 hours. A lot of people, there's a couple people I saw take it. Let's see if we posted in here or a different thread. So the people that waited for below $6 per option on Tuesday didn't manage to get in. Let's see, keep going down. Yeah, not seeing on this thread the people that actually took profit on this, but they did. So that's not too helpful. But let's go back to the actual options contracts for ENPH. So it's February 3rd, 260 calls. So what I'm going to do is go to February 3rd and go to the 260 calls, which are way down here now. Oops. Send them to the chart so we can see what it looks like on Thinkorswim, just charting the contracts. So I'll zoom in on the first day and then we can talk about what happened after that. So you can see the problem here is this was the open on the Tuesday, and the calls opened up in the 7s, almost 8 on the Tuesday, and then took off. So if you were fast and you were chasing this, you could have got 8 to like 12 or something, so 50% in the space of, these are 5-minute candles, so like half an hour. And I know a couple of guys did that, but I don't advocate that approach usually, just because it's risky, right? Because usually what you see is a spike and then a huge sell-off, and that's what we did see here. So if you chased it like up here, you'd end up with a huge loss if you just kept swing trading it all the way down to here. And so obviously this was pretty useless up until Thursday, and then we actually got down to triggering the trade. So this is Thursday right here, and then Friday. So the problem here is, like, once it got down to the $6 target, right, which is where the entry was supposed to be, there was only 1 day left in the week, and most people are trying to trade these in a couple of days, like just in and out in that same week. So of course I didn't take this trade when it was down here, and there was 2 reasons for that. First of all, there was only 1 day left, like I said, which is not ideal for me. I'm not going to enter on a Thursday for Bullseye trades. The track record really works best if you're entering late Monday, early Tuesday, and then selling on the Thursday or Friday. So this immediately was definitely a no-go for me. But on the Thursday, by the time the contracts were at $6, the trade really wasn't a go at this point either, because if I open up the ticker again here and look at the underlying. So the trade was already, this is Thursday, like by the time we got to that point, we were already at 240, and that was below the stop, right, or close to the stop. Well, let's have a look, maybe I'm not quite right there. So I guess the stop was 230. The problem is that it was already showing huge weakness, and so for me at least, the GPS that I used, this indicator, was already signaling to the downside over and over. And at some point, you know, there'd be a chance that maybe I'd have bought close to the stop here. I've done that in the past, but given the weakness and given the fact we only had 1 day left on the week, I didn't, and thankfully I didn't, because it continued down into Friday, all the way down to here by the close. So overall, disappointing trade again this week. We've struggled a bit with Bullseye trades for a while. Let's have a look at the track record. So if we scroll down this article, again, the link for this will be in the description below. So we have had 3 or 4 losers in a row. 3 in my book, but it depends how you play these things sometimes. Last week was a good winner, but it wasn't easy. And then this week was pretty much a wash for most people. They either didn't enter, haven't seen anybody take a loss in the group, in the Facebook group. Most people either didn't enter or they scalped it first thing on the Tuesday. So in here I'm going to put in that I didn't enter, it wasn't triggered for me, and it wasn't triggered for Jeff either. So if we look at the comments for under Bullseye trades here, Jeff didn't fill on it. It's well trading in just 2 days, lots of opportunity to scalp it, but he didn't. He waited to try and get in, but never got in. And then of course, like, he was looking at other technicals as the potential trade like presented itself, and it had basically broken below the trend line, and he wanted to see it reclaim the 240 before he got in. And so if you're in Bullseye trades, it's definitely worth checking out this narrative as things go on, because a lot of people, they don't feel like they're getting enough support during these trades. It's only $99 a year, so it's not like Jeff is going to, send out non-stop alerts and emails and updates on every little price move that the underlying stock makes or anything. It's very much kind of figure out yourself with some due diligence from Jeff on the Monday. So overall, bit of a disappointing week again. I'm not that bothered because, like I said, I had Jason Bond's lightning alerts, swing trades to play with, and 65% in a day. So if you haven't seen the videos that I've been doing, come and check out this article. It's in the description below, and I've done some videos on this channel, and also I've embedded them into this article so you guys can see how it's going. Jason Bond's lightning alerts is really cheap to try out. It's only like $77 for a month, so you can try it out pretty cheaply. And I've never seen anybody give so much to a service in terms of their time and effort and transparency as Jason Bond's given to lightning alerts. So definitely go and check it out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.